So sometimes mentors are concerned about their mentees lying. What do we do when the kids lie? Do we know for sure if they're lying? Does it matter if they're lying? How do we handle it? Think about what you might hear from a mentee. My dad is a NASCAR driver. Well, probably the child's dad is not a NASCAR driver, but maybe the fantasy father in this child's mind is a NASCAR driver. So what did you hear? Something that's probably not exactly true, right? But you did hear how deeply that child wants to be proud of his father. So, other reasons kids lie. Maybe they're telling you the story they want to believe. They're telling you the story about how they wish things could be. I would say, let's let them have that moment. So the tip, actually, my favorite adverb. Here's how it works. Kids in childhoods that are full of trauma, kids who have parents and families, particularly with alcoholism, other substance abuses, tend to learn how to lie. It's a habit. Why do they lie? Sometimes they lie because they don't want to be in trouble. They're afraid. They feel backed into a corner and they lie to get out of it. A lot of times they lie to protect people's feelings. They lie to protect one parent or another parent. It becomes a habit. You may know adults who have this habit. You may yourself have an understanding. Maybe what I'm saying right now is resonating. Yeah, sometimes I panic and say something that's not true. So the first tip I want to do for us is move to a place of compassion by switching the word lie to untruth and saying to ourselves there are a whole bunch of reasons why untruths come out of our mouths. And how is it that we can get on the other side of that? The goal is to feel that it's okay to tell the truth, right? But that's a tall order for a whole bunch of reasons. What can we tell our mentees? Here's how actually works. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you and I were scheduled to have lunch. Well, I became completely overwhelmed. I was so overbooked and overscheduled and stressed out about all kinds of things that were going on in life that I wasn't able to meet. But I, for whatever reason, felt ashamed at that moment. So as you're sitting in the restaurant waiting for me, I'm calling you in a panic and I say to you, I'm so sorry, my car's broken down on the side of the road, I have a flat tire, and I'm sorry to leave you in the restaurant, but I can't come today. Okay, it's not true. I panicked, I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed of the fact that I'm overscheduled and that I left you sitting at a restaurant. How do I get out of this? Whether it's 3 minutes later, 3 weeks later, 3 months later, or 3 years later, you go back to the person and you say, actually, the other day or whenever we were supposed to have lunch, I had gotten completely overwhelmed that morning and there was so much going on and I wasn't able to meet with you and I completely had forgotten about the lunch and I was so embarrassed and ashamed about leaving you sitting there that I panicked and I told you that my car had broken down. I don't know why I did it. I just panicked and what I want to do now is come back and just let you know that happened and I hope we can move on from it. What actually does is it creates a space where the past is the past, the lie, the untruth is behind you. It's a shame-free zone now, and you just get to move forward. To let kids have a moment to push the reset button, to give them a time and a space where it's always okay to come back and say, actually, I don't know why I said what I said. But the truth is this. The truth is this. Giving them a tool to come back and fix things is one of the best gifts you can give your mentees.